All right, so the CDC just came out with new guidelines for reopening schools. And let me tell you, these guidelines are going to cause more issues with children mentally than any other COVID disease that could possibly cause in really the history of the world. Seriously. I mean, so if you're over the age of 2, you have to wear a mask. Okay? So all these kids are going to be wearing masks all day. There's no sharing of any items or supplies. No sharing of electronic devices, toys, games, learning aids. Okay, so you can't play with each other. So kids can't play with each other. Good. So they're isolated from each other. Desks are 6 feet apart, all facing the same way. How are you going to put normally 20 desks in a classroom? Most classrooms in difficult areas that don't have funding, 30 kids in a classroom, 6 feet apart, all facing the same way. How do you plan on making that work with the funding we have in schools now? There's no way. Distance on school buses, 1 child per seat. Buses are already packed. So schools have to buy twice as many buses and have twice as many bus drivers. With what budget? Install sneeze guards and partitions where you cannot space 6 feet apart. So all those schools where kids are packed in, you have to put sneeze guards on all of them. One-way routes in the hallways. Good luck telling 4-year-old little Johnny he can only walk one way on one side and follow the tape on the sidewalks to assure kids stay 6 feet apart. Are you kidding me? What a joke. No communal shared spaces, cafeterias, playgrounds. So these kids can't have recess. They can't have lunch together. They can't eat together. Only pre-packaged boxes or bags of food instead of cafeteria food. You got to be kidding me. No field trips, no assemblies, no external organizations in the schools, limiting volunteers and visitors. How are these kids supposed to learn other than what's shoved down their throat from what, a TV screen? They're not going to be able to go outside and actually learn from any of the museums. They won't get to go on field trips. They won't get to have school assemblies. What are you talking about? No school assemblies? What, pep rallies from high school or college? You're not going to have those? I mean, are you kidding me? Same children stay with the same staff all day. No switching groups of teachers. So high school, how are you going to do that? Exactly. You're going to have the Spanish teacher teaching the social studies all day long? Like, what are you talking about? You got to be kidding me. Stagger arrival and departure times for students to limit exposure to crowds of kids. So I guess parents who have a certain time that they have to be at work, fuck them, right? There's no way. Well, they have their certain time that they have to deliver their kid to the school. That's going to work. If possible, daily health and temperature checks. So the one school nurse is going to be able to do that for everybody on their budget. Sounds smart. I mean, you got to be absolutely kidding me with these rules. The social distancing has gotten ridiculous with kids. I mean, we are going to punish these kids mentally more than anything you could ever imagine. I mean, social isolation is one of the biggest problems kids have. I have good colleagues, friends, that their children have not played with any other kid for 2 months now. They haven't played with Can you imagine not allowing a child to play with another child? You gotta be absolutely insane or stupid to think at some point a child that doesn't play with any other kids is going to develop normally, is going to learn normally, is going to grow normally. These rules are seriously going to destroy kids' lives, just because of a disease that at this point literally has killed less people than the flu last year. I get it, we don't have a vaccination, but that's without a vaccination. And you're going to punish children for it because they're afraid and you're pushing it on them. The CDC just came out with an article today saying that COVID is not as transmissible on surfaces as they originally thought. But you're still going to say you have to clean and disinfect everything 100% top to bottom? Every child's going to be disinfected? You know what's going to happen is that they're going to start spraying your kids down with disinfectant when they go to school. That's what this is coming to. I mean, these rules are ridiculous, and mentally, these kids are going to be destroyed mentally more than anything in the world, because you're taking away their social time. You're taking away their normal lives of being able to play with other kids and join with other kids. And kids in kindergarten can't play with each other's toys. There's going to be no toys. Like, these rules are ridiculous. They're obviously written by somebody who has no children whatsoever. Maybe we're never a child. This is ridiculous. I mean, little Johnny, you're going to ask him to keep his mask on when he's had his, hand down his pants half of math class. Are you kidding me? This will never work, first of all. Second of all, the mental issues that are going to happen in these kids is astronomical and nothing that we can even fathom at this point. But we are literally sacrificing children's brains, their lives, and their ability to grow with these rules. This is, it's unreal.